Hey, Dr. Shakib here from Irvine Spinal Wellness Center, Irvine Posture and Chiropractic Clinic. I am here with my lovely lady with a history of frozen shoulder. And I thought this video would be fantastic for those of you with frozen shoulder thinking you need a cortisone shot, rested, you do physical therapy, maybe you do chiropractic adjustment, and you still have this pain and you're told you're over 40, you're a woman, you're bound to have frozen shoulder, and here I am telling you this is all nonsense. So let's talk to you about your frozen shoulder. Can you tell me how you came to this office to begin with?
I came to the office because my shoulder, I couldn't move it, and I looked on a holistic site on Facebook, and yours was the first to pop up when I requested a chiropractor.
Okay, well, I'm glad that it worked. And I do see a lot of patients with frozen shoulders, a lot of people with frozen shoulders that think they're doomed to have, or they're just thinking, oh, it's not so bad until it becomes bad. Now, in your situation, I know that your husband used to do your hair, and you couldn't wash your hair because you would actually go to a place where the guy would actually wash your hair. Is that right?
Yes.
So how many people have a problem with that? Or if you're a woman, you can't do your bra because of your frozen shoulder. Could you do your bra with your frozen shoulder?
No, from the front. But then I couldn't even raise my hand to even put a clip in my hair.
Right. So I thought she was married to the nicest guy because he was doing her hair, which was cute.
Oh, real quick, I remember when you said, this is funny, the first visit, and I handed you you handed me a rubber band to put my hair up, and you said, here, go ahead and do it. And I looked at it and I said, I can't. You said that was a test. I really couldn't.
So now, what I really want you to share is your experience with what we did here. Did we isolate your shoulder? And
no,
we didn't.
No.
So explain to everyone who's new here and wondering if frozen shoulder is treatable, or if they're doomed to have it, or if they should do physical therapy by themselves, isolating the shoulder to work the whole walking up the wall, which is nonsense, or do the little circle thing, which is nonsense. Did we work on this? What other areas of your body did we work on?
We worked on all kinds of areas, and that walking up the wall was not even
I didn't even mention
it wasn't even, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. So when people say, just do that, it wasn't even an option for me. So, but you were working every other area. My wrist especially, we realized we had a lot of issues with my wrist. I couldn't even bend it to a 90 degree on the side that had the shoulder.
So what now that we worked on it, did you at any time think, what the heck, it's not my wrist, it's my shoulder? Did you think, like, what's the correlation?
I never thought about it.
Man, I love this woman. She trusts me.
I never.
But jokes aside, do you, after we did all the stuff that we did, how long were you here?
Not very long, and I noticed huge improvement. Huge.
So, like, when did you notice the first big improvement? After how long of coming here?
Maybe 2 weeks, if that.
So 2 weeks.
That.
Okay. But
yeah.
I know that in 2 weeks you still couldn't do your hair.
I still couldn't. No.
Right. But there was definitely improvement.
I had more range of motion that I never would have had on my own doing.
How about pain? Did you have pain when you were sleeping?
No, that got much better actually when I started coming to you, because before I came to you, I couldn't sleep. The pain was tremendous.
Now, I remember I sent you for an MRI.
Yes.
So why don't you share, was it clear, or did you have issues there?
Oh, I did have a little tear.
Bingo! Now, did you do weightlifting or something that tore it? And
no.
Do you mind sharing with everyone what you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
So this is just a beautiful person who didn't go to the gym to injure this. This is a case of happens. That was me beeping it. But so this thing happened, yes, just without you really doing anything to tear it. Mm. Do you know now, after what we've gone through, do you know now why it tore?
I think just over time, I said it just was a lot of the repetitive things that I was doing poorly with my posture, sitting at my laptop, raising my arm to work the laptop, and just over time, just constant
The ball inside the socket resides in the front. So all the structures here are compressed. So just a normal, ordinary thing. Now, I recall you came in and you said all you did was what when it tore? Or when it became painful? After what activity was it? Check
At
this
my
out.
students' promotion, and we had pom-poms on sticks, and I was raising up and shaking the pom-pom quite a bit, and I said, maybe that did it.
Right. So did that do it? And by the way, did you notice how you did this? You just showed us.
I just showed
Yeah, that's right.
I can
This
do it
is a
fine.
success
I can
rate.
raise my hands all the way.
This is success rate. Don't wait. Honestly, seriously, you guys, do not wait. Now, let's talk about posture neurology, which we played here. Can you share with us the one thing that you were doing and I pointed out and you were like, ugh, what was that? By the way, we didn't do this conversation. After our treatment, said, do you mind? And she said, sure. So do you know what I'm talking about?
I believe the scapula is here in the back. I had to constantly pull them down. My shoulders are always up here, and I think a lot of people keep their stress, especially women, and we hold our shoulders like this. But we don't engage our scapulas here in the back to pull them down, and my posture was always like this. Forward, roll forward, all the time.
And then I was having you move from one pose to another. And by the way, I never isolated the joint. We moved the joint and challenged what was tight, what was not in the right place through a series of movements, which are absolutely non-force. And yet, everything has to do its main part. Now, I remember I had you right here. I had you go from one side to the other side. And I said to you, why are you carrying your arm like that? You said, like what? I said, you're holding it like you're injured. You said, well, I can move it. I said, but your brain still thinks that. And that's a huge thing. Because when you have an injury and your brain wants to save you from pain and discomfort, it reroutes the ways through which it gets the job done, and you were still behaving as if this was hurt.
Yes.
So unless we work on that, which was, did I say, okay, you're going to be doing exercise X, Y, and Z? No, but I brought that to your attention. I invited you to pay attention, and because that was fresh, the fix was almost immediate. You stopped doing it, and I know because I look for it.
I know.
And I had no occasion.
She does.
Anyway, for those of you with frozen shoulder, it's not your age, it's not your gender, it's not like hereditary, it's not that cortisone shots that's going to do it, it's not that the tear is doing it. Here's an example of a tear. It's not that you did lifting and you messed it up. It really is not. It's really our lifestyle. And really, frozen shoulder is your neck, it's your clavicle or collarbone, and it's your scapula.
So important.
And then as a result of a downward spiral functionality of here, your wrist is a feeder, your wrist positioning, which you may think, oh, I can do this. Yeah, in air, everyone can do it. In functionality is when things start failing. It's your elbow, your shoulder, your wrist. Well, I said shoulder, and I do know this is the wrist. So it's all of that. At any rate, I'm so grateful that you gave us a little bit of your time to do this, and you hopefully are an encouragement to those people who think that they're doomed. Do you have anything else to say?
Just don't wait, go right in, because you'll get your movement back quickly, and it's for life, like I really appreciate. It's for all function, and just getting everything to work together the right way.
I love you, and I love you guys. If you like what you watched, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you contact the office with any questions you may have. You take care.